Hey, hey, hey. Guess what day it is? It's Monday. Be a little artsy. Week 8 live.
Might want to wait a minute for the crowd to appear.
So I'm going to wait a little bit and just say hey to those that are here.
Shoot the breeze.
And I see people are popping in. That's wonderful. Hello, Larry. Welcome in. Kevin, hello. And hello, Joe. Hello.
Let's see who else we got here. Rolling through the comments. Let's see, Joe, Larry. Joe and Larry and Kevin are just having a big old
conversation. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. Hello, Melissa.
And gang.
Glad you got to the hotel. Yay. I'm so glad you are first up after this. And then hello, Liz. Welcome in. Will you quit doing that? Can't see it.
You can see it.
Hi, Jen Does Diamonds and Sandy and Cat Hair and Chaos and Sherilyn, of course, has made it. And Miss Rebecca, hello, from Crafting and Crime Daily. Our future cohorts in a few weeks, just a month and a half, for our next adventure. So, yay. I'm glad you made it. Yay.
Preview.
This is some artwork done by Rebecca from Crafting and Crime Daily.
Preview.
And there'll be more on that 2 times in a little bit. So everyone did so good. There were so many paintings that were completed this week, and a lot of people did a lot of work and got their paintings in. But the only thing is this is week 8, but the month does not end until next week. So this week is week 8, weekly prizes. Then next week, so you still have another whole week if you didn't finish your canvas to finish your canvas to be entered for the grand, not just grand prize, but grand prizes. Plural.
It's the grandfather prize.
No, it's not. No,
it's not.
No.
Oh, never mind.
He's giving me hand signals and directing over here, so
I'm trying to land the plane.
Whatever. Yeah, that's what it looks like on my side. So
park right here, pilot.
Last week I had cataracts or lens replacement surgery on my left eye, so I'm wearing really funky glasses. Here is my regular right eye, my right, and
it's not operated on yet.
Not yet. And that's in a week. And then we have the hole in the glasses. This eye was replaced, and it can now see 20/20 vision. So, hello, Brenda. Welcome in the home stretch. Yes, woo. So this eye was operated on, and it was foggy for a few days. For about 3 days, it was swollen. Lots of dropping like 4 times a day. Hello, Barbara Diamond Art. Welcome in. Glad you made it. So that was it was very fast. And I think, Rebecca, your sister had it done. And it's super quick. It's the fastest surgery. I was waiting to go. And one lady wheeled out, and they wheeled another lady in. So she wheeled out, and then she came back. And I'm like, she's done?
It's an assembly line.
Yeah, it's like...
Crank them through.
Yeah, it's almost like a factory, like pump them in, pump them out. Hello, Potato Sparkle. Welcome. Hopefully everyone got their week 7 prizes that were issued. I did hear from some of the sponsors with gift cards. They reached out to you. If you had any difficulty, please let me know. When is the other eye surgery? That will be June 3rd. So 1 week, 8 days. Then we will be able to see. Now, Tim says, since we're going to a GLE 2025 in Ohio, I get to drive because now I can see.
Yeah.
I know.
And we'll keep her busy listening to the testaments.
Yeah. Tim is watching The Handmaid's Tale because Rebecca on her live kind of was talking about it. And he's like, what's this Handmaid's Tale? I'm like,
well, I knew about it and I watched an episode or 2 years ago, but didn't catch me.
Yeah. And he's like, this is weird. Why are you watching this? I'm like, it's addicting. And so I was on season 3. That was back when season 3 was on, and they just finished season 6. And I think tomorrow is the final episode of the whole show.
So I think it's odd, Potato, that your parents would name you Potato Joe Sparkle. I mean, it rings really nicely, but that's, pretty odd name.
It's Potato Sparkle. That's neat. I like how you got that. Are you from Idaho? So I think
Potatoes, either that or Maine.
No, I think I know who she is, and she's not. I don't think she's from Idaho. But anyway, so we had quite the exciting weekend.
But Florida, all right.
Yeah. No, Florida. Oh, yeah. Where in Florida are you at? If you don't feel comfortable sharing.
Don't give us your address. Just, roundabout.
Roundabout, because we're going to Florida in November, the Fort Lauderdale area. We're jumping on a cruise ship. It's a maiden voyage on the Disney cruise line.
Closer to the Buc-ee's than Miami.
The Jaguars. Woo! Leopards. Like leopards. Woo! So I don't know the difference between a jaguar and a leopard. They look the same, but I think a jaguar's faster. I think that's the deal, but I don't know. So anyway, let's see. We got about 21 people in here. Yay. This is good. Did I miss anyone?
I think we got everybody.
We had a great week this week. We had more posts than last week, so that was exciting. So we have about 411 people in this group. Some participating, some might have participated and just not posted and just were interested in the merch that we had and available from our sponsors. But we had about 149 people over the 8 weeks posted a photo progress for a Mrs. Butter D canvas sometime during the 8 weeks. So that's pretty exciting. But you still have until the 31st, that evening, it will close. And on June 1st, we will have a live for the grand prizes. So I will be posting a post for that. A lot of people posted their finish in this last week, which was great, but you're going to have to post it again. Or if you have multiple, pick one and get your name in the hat for the grand prize. It's I thought it was going to be one, but our sponsors are so generous that we have about 3 or 4 maybe. So we have a bunch. So please get your entries in for that. I'll be posting that after this with the winners for week 8. We have a lot of prizes for finishing up week 8. 3 little prizes, really tiny, 1 big prize tonight. And I know you're going to love that when that pops up. So it's been so fun doing this. I love Mrs. Butter D. She's been wonderful to work with. She was very cooperative and very appreciative of our work. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but it's such an honor to be able to celebrate her work. And on the exit form, if you would like to see this again next year or maybe twice a year, let us know, because this was fun. She has so many canvases, and I know there are going to be more possibly this week because this is the 7-year anniversary of one of our sponsors, Diamond Art Club. So there are going to be 50 canvases this Saturday. So hopefully there'll be some Mrs. Butter D's in there for us to grab. And Black Friday, they're going to have some. So, or in the future. So, because a lot of her art on Patreon, a lot of us have been saying, oh, that needs to be a diamond painting. That's gorgeous. So it should be she has some fun things in her Patreon. So please join her there, support her art that way. You can just support and be in the chat, or you can join and just get a sticker every month, or you can do the highest level and get a print and a sticker every month of some art that she does, and she lets us vote on a theme, and then she draws something for that. It's super fun. I know Anne Margaret, I've seen her post in there. So it's a super fun. And I know we all love her art. So anyway, let's get going with the stats here, the statistics of the week. So like I said, we had 149 people total post over all the 8 weeks. This last week, we had 71 people post either a status or 2 people just joined in for the first time and posted and started working on canvases. It's never too late. You can jump in at any time. You can even jump in this last week if you're a super fast diamond painter, like artist. I think it's Artist Room and Witchcraft Room. Witch's Bedroom, excuse me, is a very small one. And if you're a really fast diamond painter and just do that all day, you might get it in and can post it. So
what speed would you have to do it? 237 drills per hour?
Just get like a whole team get your whole family involved in it, get it done.
So what's it called? Witch's Bedroom?
Witch's Bedroom, and of course the Artist Room, which is, I think I'm blocking. She's over to the left. Second one in, that's Artist Room. She's pretty small, and Witch's Bedroom is right next, is very similar. That's Artist Room. Tim is going to share it.
No, I'm not.
You're not? Okay.
No, I'm doing some other math.
He's figuring out mathematician how long it would take you to actually do it in 1 week. I guess that's what he's doing over there. So anyway, to let you, and there were 2 new posters. One posted Under Mortar Train, and the other posted Christmas Drink. We haven't seen a lot of that one, and I know a lot of people got it, but I think a lot of people did it at Christmas, and it was done and over
I wasn't
with.
too far off. If you can diamond paint,
Here we go, math.
at 476 drills per hour, which might not be too bad.
It's like typing.
And do it 10 hours per day for the next 6 days, you'll finish. Because there are 28,576 diamonds in Artist's Room.
Yes. And then just this last week, and thank you, Anne Margaret, if you're not on, or if you're listening to this after, thank you for posting that. She beat me to it again. Catch Me restocked this last week, so you can get that one also. I just love how Diamond Art Club was restocking throughout the event, so more and more people could participate if they finish a canvas early or not. I think 8 weeks was a little long because a couple people stopped posting. They did one and they were involved in another event. Witch Bedroom. Yeah. I said Witch's Room because
it's all right.
There is a Witch's Room too. But it's more Halloween. So that is the Witch's Bedroom. Artist Room and Witch's Bedroom were her first 2 canvases ever posted, and that's when I fell in love with her art. I loved all the things going on in it, and I forget the artist, but there was one called Witch's Greenhouse that Katie from Diamond and Washi unboxed this last week, and it has a lot of elements going on. It's a lot heavier confetti, a little bit different idea, but the same type of art where there's lots going on. And I like that kind of art because I'll get bored after just lines and lines of color blocking in a row if there's not something else to jump over to. So that's just
unless she's watching The Perfect Murder.
Oh yeah,
while she's diamond painting.
Tim goes to bed earlier than I do because he needs to get up for his other job. So I'm usually up till the wee hours of the morning, and I just watch these true crime, The Perfect Murder on Max, and it's just crime stories, and it's just the acting's really bad, but it's kind of
worse than bad.
Yeah, worse than bad. So it's like the 3 episodes in a row, the police officer desk and investigator was the same scene, like the same setup. It was pretty funny, but it's good to kind of whip through things and do that. So
Potato Joe Sparkle loves true crime.
Yes, true crime junkie right here.
And Rebecca did a true crime story today.
Ooh, be sure and tune in to Crafting and Crime Daily. That is her YouTube channel name. So join in. She does a great job of doing the cases because she was an attorney. So she really digs into sort of what's going on in there and tells you the story, but you might not know some background on, and you can jump in at any time.
Sherilyn, that show is absolutely horrible. I can do about 1 episode, and my BS meter's through the roof.
He doesn't get into it as much as I do.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
but if you're not watching it and you're just listening to it, it's probably not that bad.
It was years ago. I think 2018. I was an overnight co-manager at Walmart. And of course, I had to come home in the morning and fall asleep, and I couldn't fall asleep because I'm still all wound up. And my Kevin would say, "Oh, watch Deadly Women," and so I would watch it and get into it a little bit. So, but it's kind of funny. But that's where it all started, was with Deadly Women, and then one thing led to another. And he's watching another crime show, Evil Lives Here, and so we started watching that. and here it's kind of
Not me, Kevin.
You were watching it with me.
Oh, I was falling asleep to it.
Maybe that was it. I don't know. Anyway, so the stats, we had 18 different canvases worked on throughout the event, which is pretty exciting. And that was last week, 18, but it's been around 16 to 18 different canvases. So some people jumped from one canvas to another, but it still kind of stayed within that.
Crystal
ballpark.
Washington, welcome on in. She says ID is my favorite. So does
Oh,
Carrie.
yes. Oh,
Carrie loves
yes.
that channel.
Don't get me started.
I do like the ones that's like, what's the one where I married a murderer or something like that?
Who the heck?
The husband kills the wife.
Yeah.
Or
Who
something.
the heck did I marry?
Who the heck did I marry? Yeah, that's a good one.
And then
Sherilyn does it too. She does it too. True Crime and Diamond Paint.
That's it. And we had a blank we got from All Things Handcrafted, and it was this knife blank, and it was last year, and it had this big red at the bottom and then clear with these knife blanks. Well, they sold out of them really quick.
So it's not a knife blank, it's a blank,
a blade
with knife glitter in it and red dots that look like blood.
No, that was version 2. There was a version. It was just red at the bottom, and then it was clear with the knives going through it.
I didn't see that one.
Yes, you did. We turned one.
No, I don't remember.
I remember everything. I don't know.
Who the bleep did I marry?
Yes, that's it. That's the one. I'm waiting for. I even got my son and daughter-in-law involved, and now they're like, "We need more. We need more of those."
I never heard of Joe Kenda. We'll have to look him up.
Oh, interesting. So, and then version 2 was he did knives in clear with little circular glitter that made it look like blood drops. And so they came out, and Rebecca has to have this. It was after the last retreat. She has to have it. And so I got a couple of them. I think I got 6.
Oh, he's on Hulu.
Yeah. And I sold all of them like super fast.
Back 2013.
Oh, that's old. Yeah, we sold those really quickly. And so we have a few of those, and I'm looking for more knife glitter, and working with Bill at All Things Handcrafted, see if he can get some more in for the upcoming retreat. So, because everyone loves true crime. I had people like, "Oh, can I buy 2? Because my friend loves it." And we diamond paint together. So anyway, hi, Raccoon Eyes. Welcome in. Glad to see you. So the number 1, guess what the number 1 canvas was this week? They've pretty much been the top 4 canvases the whole time, because those were the ones that so guess which one? Can anybody guess? It's been pretty much a tie all the way through. I can't see the comments, my friend. All right. Yes, Raccoon Eyes and Sherilyn. Artist Room was number 1, and Liz, you got number 2 with Underwater Train, and then number 3. I'm looking at the paper, my friend. Can't look at the camera and read. Art Shop was number 3. And number 4 was Makeup Routine. I thought Hades and Persephone. Yeah, Hades and Persephone was number 2. Let me do this again. He kept pointing at the camera, and I can't read and look at the camera. So sorry for me looking down. Let's see. Artist Room was number 1 with 12 people working on it this week. Hades and Persephone was number 2 with 9 people working on it. Art Shop had not Art Shop. Underwater Train and Hades and Persephone were tied for second. Third was Art Shop, and 4th was Makeup Routine. So more people picked up Makeup Routine. That was the one I was working on. Well, I started working on it, but we were kind of busy with a lot of the blanks and getting stuff done because we missed a couple weeks during the event. Tim was not feeling well with kidney stones one weekend that I went away, so he could do a lot of orders. That was unfortunate. They appeared magically. Yeah, it sucked. But and so I can't end up coming home early from my trip because he doesn't get sick that often. So I'm like, and he's not communicating because he's sleeping. And I'm like, oh gosh, I better get home. So I got home a day early. And then the following week, we headed to Michigan. And that was a day and a half of driving there, 3 days there, and then a day and a half home. So we lost a couple of weekend days in there as well. So we really lost 2 weeks in the middle. So I kind of threw it off. So it made us a little bit later than we would like to be. And it's just with all the event blanks, and I made this decision. This was my decision. I wanted people that probably bought them to do it with their painting. Did that. So anyway, onward. So, let's see. Where are we? Okay. Prizes. We have 8 prizes today for everyone. This down. Let me just write down this other one.
Where'd the wheel of names go?
I don't know.
Let's see.
It's
not on that one. Weird. Wheel of names. There it is. Down. Shuffle, 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 sort, shuffle, shuffle.
This is 6. This is 7.
All right.
Let me just, I got some other prizes I forgot about. I got all hearts. 2.
Okay, wheel of names is ready to be used.
Okay.
All fired up.
All righty. Ready. We're going to start with the...
Hey, Jackie JB.
Let's just do we'll do the little ones in there somewhere. So we have 3 little specially made cover minders. TTT After Dark made some cover minders based on Artist Room. And they're kind of a big size cover minder. And so we have those to offer up as prizes. So those 3 popped in. The first one will be our Creations Moran drill tray with Artist Room on the front, and then Be a Little Artsy with Mrs. Butter D on the back. So you can use this onward for, we're moving. Hey. Oh, he's trying to get
it up a little bit.
My ears. See? And there's a reason I'm wearing this and a Christmas shirt. We'll explain that later. So here's the first prize. Tim, did you shuffle, shuffle, shuffle?
We have shuffled and shuffled and shuffled the reshuffle.
Okay, he shuffled everywhere. So this is the first prize. Creations Moran event drill tray for the first prize winner. And let's spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
Spin. Yeah, they look like cotton candy. I think they are supposed to be, or lollipops.
And she's here tonight.
Washington. Congratulations.
Hope you don't live in Africa. Hope you live in Kansas.
Yes, if you are international and you win a physical prize, we just ask that you help with the shipping to send it over to you. So, especially with the cost of shipping and tariffs and all that junk. So, that's...
There's no tariffs.
Oh, good. There's no tariffs.
Something.
I guess not from here.
Might be a duty, though.
Yeah, it might be duty for where, depending on where
you
you
nice,
live.
Crystal. Very nice.
Okay.
Winner, chicken dinner, says Crystal.
Yay. Yeah. Next up is a gift card, $15 from DP with Sparklers. So you can pick up some extra embellishments for a future canvas you are working on, or maybe your current one if you're not that far along. So DP with Sparklers $15 gift card. All right, Tim. And the winner is
Stacy Totalamacha Gidry. All right, nice.
Okay. Next up is a Bijou Bliss drill tray.
Hang on, I'm gonna make that bigger.
Oh, make me bigger. Still in the plastic because mine is in the other room. So this was in there. So this is the Bijou Bliss. If you're interested and don't win it and you would like one, this is the last, I think, at the end of the month. Oh.
Yes, if I turn the background off, you see your ears, but then you see our green screen edge.
Anyway, this is the last time you can purchase one. Bijou Bliss made a post on Instagram that if you want these 3 trays, they're going away.
Actually, move over this way towards me. That'll here, scoot up. There you
Okay, he's got me all fixed. I don't know.
Let's see how that looks.
Yeah, it's a little better.
No, you haven't seen it yet.
Yes, I can see it.
No, now we got the other side. We need a bigger green screen.
That's fine. This will work. It's good. If I move around, you can see it. So this is the next prize, the Bijou Bliss. Be a Little Artsy. And it has Be a Little Artsy 2025 on the side. So great commemorative tray. If you haven't picked one of these up, hopefully you didn't if you win it. But you can always gift it to a friend. So good luck to all.
Good luck to all those remaining on the wheel.
And the winner is, can't see the wheel.
Natalie Gabovic. Or Gabovic. Natalie
Gabovic. Okay. Congratulations, Natalie. If you are international, just as a reminder, you'll need to help pay for the shipping to get the item to
Joe
you.
loves that tray. I
know. I love that tray. And as well as the yellow dog tray that we had 3 trays in this event, which was very generous. The next prize is a gift card to Diamond Art Club for $25. Thank you, Diamond Art Club, for donating and participating in our event and sponsoring this event for a Diamond Art Club artist and many, many fans of your canvases. So, yeah.
I'm ready.
You ready? Well, can you make the wheel bigger instead of me bigger? There we go. So this will be in handy this week because it is the 7-year anniversary and 50 canvases you can choose from. And this will kind of help you get some more canvases. Help fund it.
Rhiannon. Oh,
that's Buffy LaVamp.
Buffy LaVamp. Rhiannon Blackett.
Congratulations.
Buffy LaVamp. We'll see her in the turnings now and again when we're on live.
I don't know if she's on here tonight and just being quiet, but congratulations, Buffy LaVamp. That's her YouTube name. I know that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, we're going to do 3 little prizes. And I think they're all the same. I believe. Yes, they are all the same. I have 3 of these to give away. And I'm going to make me big again for a second. I have 3. So we'll spin 3 times. And one of you will get this. And it's in this. Of course, you can't see it. So I'm going to take it out. This was made by TT After Dark, Ashley. And she now has a website. And you can go to her Facebook group and you will get that information. I will try and post it in the prize winning. There we go. So she made these beautiful, I'll let Tim hold it, based on Artist Room, and she made a heart with roses on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And so it's not an itty bitty one. It's a big size cover minder that goes with that. So three of you will be lucky to get one of those to add
What's
to
her
your
website? TTTafterdark.com?
dark.
Cool.
You can check it out. Just be sure that's right, and put it in the chat. But so that is, thank you, Ashley and of TT After Dark, for doing that and sending those over to us to show. If he's looking it up.com. There it is.
There it is.
So Tim is going to put that in the chat. We just checked it, and that is the website. And now she was on Etsy, and I don't think she's at Etsy anymore. She has it up on her website.
She'll probably slowly convert over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't choke off your customers if you've been there for a while.
Yeah. But mostly in her group, she's posting about that.
Yeah, she's still on.
Yeah, she still has some things in Etsy, but she's converting over to the website. So we have 3 of you going to win those. I have 3 of those from Ashley.
Joe's got it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Nice, Joe.
Yay, Joe. Joe,
beat me to it.
Our friendly neighborhood moderator. So
I wish she was in the neighborhood. We go to lunch more often.
I know. We see her when we go to Dallas. Okay, so don't click on the link. I did.
Don't click on the link.
Oh, it must be. She left a T out, so it must not have been very.
TT after. Oh, yeah, we don't want to do that.
Don't click on the link.
Just go ahead and remove it, Joe. You can take it out. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to click on that one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's 3 T's: trinkets, trays, and tumblers. So
okay, Joe took it out of there. So
okay, cool.
That's really odd, right? One missing T and you go to a port.
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Joe didn't mean to do that.
Yeah. Good gosh, how embarrassed. Well, we all make mistakes. That happened one time when I was doing a demo back in the day when I used to do demos for corporate, and I hit something and it wasn't very good. So we all make the mistake. No problem. We're all friends here.
Go.
Anyway, okay, Tim, we're going to spin the wheel. Make me little, make it big, and we're going to spin the wheel for 3 hearts. 3 hearts. So we'll do this 3 times. This is the first heart. Caitlin Harker. And I'll reach out to Caitlin and see if she wants me to send it out right away or bring it to the retreat. She will be at GLE 2025 in Ohio. Okay, so spin it again for the second winner of that.
Yeah, Joe, I don't think anybody was thinking you were going to send them to a porn site, so don't sweat it.
No, funny right there.
That's a good story for later. Whoa, look who won.
Look at that.
See? Porn plays.
Yay, Joe.
You make a mistake, you own up, and you win a prize.
Well, I'll just send it with your other order. That's good. Yay. Okay. One more. Yay. Congratulations, Joe and Caitlin. Yep. One more time for this one. Woo woo. Woo woo. And the winner is Jennifer Cash. Congratulations. All right. So the next.
Everybody's patting you on the head really good, Joe, because they feel bad for you.
So I guess the picker felt bad for you and let you win.
Yeah.
Yay. And the final prize is an awesome prize from DPP, Diamond Pen Pal, Blanks by DPP. I had her make a blank and it matched Artsy. It coordinated with Artsy Room. I got an extra and I am donating that blank to this prize winner, along with a $25 gift card toward your turning. So your turning will cost you $20 for a beautiful Leopard Leatherworks pen, which is gorgeous. This goes with Artsy Girl, which that's how we came up with the
that's not much of a prize if you have to pay to have your prize done. I think we'll just donate the turning service.
All right, we'll just donate. Oh, there you go. Oh, I know. So this blank, and you will get it turned. We will turn it for you. And we'll get in touch with you on how to get that turned, and we'll put you in the lineup to get that turned. Yay. So we'll get your prize.
Okay, so let's see who wins.
Let's see who wins this turn pen. It's not turned yet. I guess that's kind of funny. I guess it's kind of odd.
oh, hang on. Let me get it.
Oh, he's not
back
showing.
Up on the screen there.
He spun already. He's fast. Helen Thomas. I think she's in England. I think.
England.
I'll get with her, and if not, we'll put it toward the next thing. If she see where she's located. I know there's a Helen in the UK, so we'll see. Congratulations, Helen. Yay. I don't know if you're on, but congratulations. So I will check. And
Going, babe.
There we go. So then that is pretty much what we have going on. So for this week, as I said, this is the final week coming up where you can finish your canvas, maybe start another one and try to finish it. But
no, she lives in Wisconsin.
Oh, good. Okay. Yay. Okay. So work hard. If you haven't finished your canvas, to try and finish it and get it posted in the grand prize post, which will be going up either probably tonight while Tim is doing some pen turning. And then I will be posting that grand prize post as well as our winners for week 8. And then we will have the grand prizes. I will put them together probably tomorrow afternoon, and we will have that. One of them was the ornament that Tim showed earlier that Rebecca painted. She made that into a diamond painting, and I think she goes her artwork. Is Crafting Journey, and she is donating a full canvas of that artwork to some lucky winner as one of the grand prizes. That is the only grand prize I'm going to sneak peek so far. The rest of them are a various bunch of prizes that were donated to make a wonderful prize pack. So that is great. So someone will win that because we are co-hosting with Crafting and Crime Daily, Rebecca, and we are doing The Great Escape 2025. I invited some of you. I think Rebecca invited some of you over into that. So please share that. It's The Great Escape 2025, and it is August 1st through September 15th. And it's going to be a super fun time because it's not only us, but you get Rebecca too. And we are 3 fun people. So you don't want to miss that. It's a great opportunity to do the Christmas piece. Anything that you want to go to, it's Christmassy. It could be any Christmas canvas. It's a great way to get your Christmas canvas started early so you can get it hanging by that time. I'm sure some of you have a Christmas canvas somewhere. If not, there are plenty of shops that have Christmas canvas, small shops. You can go to a Diamond Art Club. You can go to some of the other small shops out there as well. We already have 3 or 4 sponsors that are all going to be donating some wonderful prizes as well. And I am diligently working on getting some more wonderful sponsors and weekly prizes for our event. We will be going live every week, and we will, I don't know what it's called, but we tag team with Rebecca, and we are both live on our channels at the same time. So you can comment and be at the same time. So her people will comment and our people will comment, and you'll see a dual thing. So it doesn't. I don't know if Rebecca's still here, but we will get you all that information as well. I don't know if it has to be a new start. I can't recall. She kind of mentioned some things to me, but I haven't kind of finished that. The wieners. Congratulations to all the wieners. She means winners. But anyway, so it's going to be super fun. That is why I'm wearing a Christmas, can't see it because it's green, Christmas shirt and Christmas candy right here to tell you to do that. So it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, there's Rebecca. No new start, 40 by 40 section. So that will be that. And someone will win a canvas from Rebecca in the grand prize. So you already have one ready to go. And with that grand prize ornament that Rebecca has kindly donated of that artwork with the tree with the ornament, we have donated a turning of a Christmas blank. It's red, green, and white. Beautiful. And so it will go with that canvas and very Christmassy looking pen. So you have a pen.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. There he is.
Yeah,
So,
the turning service is free. The blank cost $1,000.
it's like
Just kidding.
So very exciting stuff. So very pretty. So we have a lot of neat stuff. And well, another good thing is please continue to follow us and join the Leopard Leatherworks Facebook group, because I will be putting up a lot of blanks now that this event is over, as I work toward the other one and get lots of blanks that you can choose from and purchase, and give us a try if you haven't and you're looking for a pen. We will have it, and Tim turns all his pens live at some point, either recorded or they are live and you can watch a replay. We really don't do a few unless they're secret, project pen. Then we will turn offline, or for a prize for somebody for an event, then we will not do those. We'll do those offline, but everything else is done for you to watch your pen go from this into a beautiful blank. So pretty neat. So very exciting. So for that winner, we will get with you as to what your size is and turn it to what you would like. So that would be pretty cool. The only time we don't do that is if we donate a pen that's finished already. Other than that, we'll if it's a blank, we will kind of work with you to have it turned the way you like. So pretty neat. So I have Chuck Pinson Wintry Mystery one that I started, had not been motivated to work on it. Well, there you go. And those Chuck Pinsons are big. Someone at the I think it was Mindy, who was the main host at Mingle in the Mitten, she worked on finishing up the last of her Chuck Pinson from one of the Chuck Pinson event. And she actually finished it. She was missing a few drills, and that was the only thing that stopped her from finishing it. But it was pretty much finished as much as she could do. It was a tiny little couple rows, and it's gorgeous. Oh, so much work. You guys that do those, those are big, big. So anyway, so there's lots of Christmas stuff out there. I have tons of Christmas stuff. Wintry also works. So if you have something with snow and ice and all that, that will also work. It's pretty much open game. If you're not sure, you can post in the event group, which is the Great Escape 2025. And I think that's the name of it, right, Rebecca? I don't have it in front of me. I'm not at Tim's computer, but I don't know how he has it set up. This is a big deal. Oh, that's not what I want. Let's see. Oh, I will tell you what it is called. And please share it with your friends. Get your friends involved in a group of us. That's great.
What you doing?
Okay, I'm looking up something. The Great Escape 2025 Diamond Painting Event. Search for that Facebook group, and there is one there. We have 105 members so far, so please get involved. We have some great artists that are participating in that as well. So there's a lot of great things. You don't want to miss out on some more great prizes and more entertainment from Tim and I. So I will turn it over. This is a little different. We are still going on. This live is still going on with Leopard Leatherworks. We are turning it over to the Leopard Leatherworks side of things, and you can watch Tim.
Aren't you the Leopard Leatherworks side of things?
I am, but he is the talent. I do
Whatever.
everything else. I do everything else. I'm the social media guru, the order taker, the shipper, and the packer.
Do you do bathrooms?
And no, I don't. I don't do bathrooms. But I also do colors. I pick colors for blanks and choose blanks for our inventory. So I do everything else. He turns them beautifully. So it's something you don't want to miss. Joe just put in there the link to the Facebook group. So just copy. I don't know if you can click on it. If you can't click on it, just highlight it and put it in your browser and go there and join our group. We'd surely appreciate it. We'd love to have you over there. And then just right after the grand prizes, we will post a Google form for you to answer, give feedback, and let us know what you thought of this event and anything we could do better for the next one and how often you want to see it, whether you want to do it again, have it yearly or biannually, however you want to do that. So it should
Now,
be
Carrie, when you get out of your end over there in the office, make sure you do not hit end broadcast. Just shut the browser down. Just
Okay.
X the browser.
X the browser. Aye. I've done that before.
When you're ready.
And I've done that before. A bunch of great winners. I hope you love this week's prizes. Just keep celebrating Mrs. Butterdee and keep on diamond painting. And now I'll show it over to Tim. And we'll see you on our great grand prize live. See you on the next one.
And there we are. All right. I want to get this re-aimed a little bit here. Want to get more of this right or left side in there. Oh, that's not too bad right there. Yeah, looks good. All right. Barber Diamond Art, we're still rolling on, sister. Still rolling on. Yeah, this is Melissa's blank. It is pink. And when I say pink, I mean pink. Let me show you what I did today. So I did an experiment. Somebody wanted to know, and that somebody happens to be me, how these diamonds would show up in a tray that was sort of half mica powder. Not well, I might add, but the tray does look pretty cool. Not as fancy, and you really got to put your brains to it, but let me show you that tray. They got some pink. This is supposed to be the pinkiest. Let me just switch the cameras here. This is supposed to be the pinkiest pink of all the pinks in the world. Let's see. Is that the right one? There's the right one. And this is the tray. And what I did was I poured most of the tray in a transparent with a little tiny bit of pink into the transparent. And then I used mica powder for the bottom. But one of the things I did, not sure if you can see, there's lots of dots in there. Those are supposed to be these diamonds here. But they don't show up well when you use mica powder because that blocks all the light refraction. I'll break out the leopard scope and show you what I'm talking about. There's the leopard scope. All right, let me switch that over. And by the way, it doesn't show it on camera as well, but it is some kind of massive pink. All right, see how pink that is? Now, if I focus in, there are some of those acrylic diamonds in there, but because there's mica powder behind them, they don't reflect the light well. So that one didn't come off too well. So we'll just take it to GLE and offer it for a reduced price because, you know, it is cool. In fact, you can see, look at the diamonds in there, right on the edge. See that? There's some diamonds there. So they look cool when there's no Let's see. How can I get this in there? Yeah, it's pretty much electric. Transmits right through there unless you got it on its side. But there's some diamonds there that drifted down. Anyway, it was an experiment. Still a beautiful tray. It's very pink. Got a clear side on it, which I sort of like. But we'll see how that goes on for the future. So I know not to do that now. Anyway, so yeah, that is pink, 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 and more pink. Let's get back to this one here. Yeah, so we'll keep trying. I'm always experimenting, trying something new. And sadly, I had to cancel the live last night because I was going to turn these blanks last night. But at about 4 o'clock, some guy named Mr. Stone stopped by and put me in a world of pain till about 4 in the morning. I think it finally passed. And what really sucks is I did take some good drugs, by the way, so I didn't mind the pain too much. But the problem is I slept till 11:37 this morning. Hey, Sarah. But I was in bed and Carrie was futzing around on her side. And I'm going, oh, she must just be coming to bed right now. It's probably about 4 or 5 in the morning. And I looked at my clock and it said 11:37. I said, oh my goodness, 11:37. So, and I've been exhausted all day because that stuff really wears you out.
I just got up and I thought
you got a mic?
No, I'm standing right here.
Oh.
I had just woken up a few minutes before he woke up, and I had just did my morning reading the phone and looking at messages and things like that. And he started moving.
Her morning things. It's almost noon.
He wasn't moving. He was still laying there. I'm like, I had to be sure I could hear his CPAP machine.
Like I wasn't dead.
Like he was like, he never sleeps so long.
Never. Okay, what are we doing here? This one here, we are doing baseball bat ends. It's 4 inches long. So this may be a flying tire Carrie puts out on the side. And we're going to be doing put those little screw-in threads on them too. Let me lower this just a hair. Melissa, I hope you guys are still here. Melissa and her family just flew to Seattle. I think she's in a hotel room now. So we're glad she made it to Seattle safely. But this is going to be even below the Joe range, the Joe pen range. Very small, 0.46. And here's sort of a funny, true, but sad story concerning Melissa. She popped onto the scene, brought her wonderful kids. They were all watching me turn, having a good time. And she just said, hey, when am I coming up? And I'm like, oh, probably pretty soon, because I have no idea. While I'm sitting here turning where people are in the lineup. And then I'm thinking, oh, yeah, we'll just get you up there because I'm thinking she must be asking because, it was a while. It was probably about 6-7 weeks ago. And then Carrie goes, oh, no, she's not coming up for a while. There's many people in front of her. And I'm like, oh, my goodness. So, boy, was my face red kind of thing. And she's been hanging on to the edge of her chair ever since. And we appreciate that. But here we are. We're getting it done finally. Yeah, and I guess as the testament rolls out, we're probably about 13 weeks behind there. That's 0.47. Very close. 0.46 is our range. This is definitely going to be a flipper, Joe. You don't have to flip it, but I'm telling you, it's definitely short enough to flip it right over. And when making these here, because we're going to put screw-in threads in there, I need to make sure I leave enough room in this part here to drill in there and not make the pen fragile. So I'll make this part here just a little thicker that way to give me lots of drilling room. All right, let's get rid of this label here. Maybe Melissa and her kid might have gone out to dinner or something. Sarah, how you doing? I also don't think they show up because they are clear, so the color just shows through them. Well, what happens, that is true, Sarah, but we're looking for the refraction of the light, right? We did another one that came out really awesome. I was just trying something else, but it needs light to refract through the crystals, acrylic crystals, if you will. And yeah, we're putting that mica powder in there. That just really blocks all really good clear light. Where if I'd have used maybe a darker pink transparent, I think it would look totally different. So I'm going to try that too. But it still is the pinkiest of pinks. And if you ever wanted a Barbie pink, that is the pink. Potato, haven't you watched us turn pens yet? Funny you should say mesmerizing. You know why that word is used? Because Mr. Mesmer was the guy who sort of established hypnosis. I think his name is Robert Mesmer or Harry Mesmer, I forget. But he got hypnosis going, and that's why we say it's mesmerizing.
Yes, that is
And all hypnosis means is you have a very focused attention to something.
Yes, that is a 4-inch pen, Joe, and so yes, flipper size. Most of all Melissa's pens are going to be small. About
Well,
4.
I'm hard to hear your ick there, Sarah.
4.5 inches long, all of them.
And one of the things I have to do when I'm making a very thin finger hole is I got to give a place for the fingers to lie comfortably. We do make palm. Ask Joe. Joe's got the collection. Joe's even got a Palm Placer e-painter pen. You know where you use that little vacuum machine to pick Mondu? So Joe is really hooked up. Let's see how we're doing here. 0.46. Beautiful.
Tim, I do have a mic just in case you're wondering. I'm going to jump on here to this live.
Yeah, we do a little bit of everything. We also make writing pens, pen and pencil sets, all that kind of good fun stuff. So now what I'm going to do is take a little bit off the middle here. Now here's the ultimate combo, Potato. Is one person told me they put on my recorded videos where I'm not talking, there's no sound at all. It's just turning the pens, right, one after the other. And they'll put a true crime thing on their phone. So they're watching on the TV, me turn pens. They got true crime playing on their phone or in their earbuds, and they're diamond painting. And you know, Potato, it all depends on how you hold it too. It could be too small, too big, too long. All that finger pressure to hold it could give you cramps. Okay, we got, this is 4 inches long. It's going to be right in the middle there. Let's see. You hear Carrie loud and clear. That's good. So this particular design potato is called Flying Tire. And the reason we call it that is if you look at it, cross your eyes, stand on one foot, put your tongue in your cheek, it looks like the Ohio State Patrol logo, which is an automobile tire with wings. Yeah, so Mr. Stone visited yesterday afternoon. I had to cancel the live. It was about, Carrie had just ordered fuzzy tacos for my birthday. We were having a good time because she's the best birthday present giver ever. And all of a sudden, I just started feeling something in my side, and I'm going, oh, this is not good. So I said, Carrie, I think we need to cancel the live. She goes, how come? I said, well, Mr. Stone's visiting. And we're not talking Fred Flintstone either. All right, there it is.
Such a terrible thing to have happen on your birthday.
What you got there, Bear?
I got a mic.
Oh.
So when you hear me talking, I'm not talking.
But you know, Potato, if you want to show us your palm placer and maybe even describe how you think it should be, you know, all palm placers are not created equal. They're all different. Yeah, if you got cramps in your hand, that means you're holding it too hard. If you'll notice, this particular pen here has what's called baseball bat ends because the end down here looks like the bottom of a baseball bat. And the reason we designed that is as you're holding that, let me just turn this off and show you. As you're holding that, you don't have to hold it as hard this way because you've got something to press against here as you're putting the thing. So if you're a hard presser, this is the best end ergonomically to keep your hands from cramping. In fact, we did one for one lady, and she said that she can now diamond paint for hours because she doesn't get any hand cramps. So we'd have to look at your, it could be too small. It could be too large. I mean, just, you know, you have a small hand, a big hand, got long fingers, short fingers. Where do you cramp? That's the key there. So it's important to know all those things, and then you can have one built ergonomically and fit your hand better.
Sometimes you cramp because the pen's, like you said, too small, and you're gripping it, and your hand gets in one spot.
Yeah.
Kind of like carpal tunnel with needlework. That kind of thing. That used to happen. I had a smaller grip, like 0.48, and now I can't hold those pens anymore because my hand cramps up and my fingers get all stiff and painful. So I went to tried a bigger pen I had.
Bigger and bigger and bigger.
And now I'm like a 0.61, a 0.58, just depending on the design of the blank. So, and I never thought I'd ever get thick. Tim would be turning thick pens. I'm like, that's thick. But now I'm there with all those people.
Yeah, so Potato, one of the best things you can do is have someone take a picture of you holding your pen. The way you do it the most, and then even get the sizes and figure out, do you need larger? Do you need smaller? So, you know.
We can send over the measurement video on how to measure.
And we don't make palm placers out of the blanks like these here because they're too small. So we'll use a big 1.5 by 1.5 or 2 by 2 blank to make a palm placer. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Oh, my chat wasn't updating. Everybody's updating there. Let's see. Oh, that's a great idea. Hello, Christine. How you doing? Usually get the chunky pens. The smaller ones I can't hold right. There you go. Some people love the chunkier ones. We've done some very fat pens, 1.5 inches across. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Tim, happy belated. Oh, you're welcome, Joe. You'll never believe the pen. Carrie got me a custom diamond painting pen.
I think my Diet Coke one.
Well, just get the picture of the one I got.
Oh, okay.
Should be on the right there next to the front couch there. But I never in a million years would I have guessed she would get a pen like this. And it fits me well.
I have a similar one that I got from my friends over at Bistro Blanks. I'm very good friends with them and have some of their pens too in my collection. But there's your
So this is my pen
from Bistro Blanks.
when it gets here. I think it's going to be here tomorrow or the next day or something like that. But it's sort of orange with that little swirliness kind of thing there. And if you look up, hey, Brian, how you doing? If you look on the web for IRNBRU, it's my favorite soda. And the only place you can get it, essentially, is Scotland. IRNBRU. Been drinking that since the 80s every time I get an opportunity. Here in the U.S., it's like $7 or $8 a bottle because it's so dang, you got to import it and stuff.
Here's what it looks like. I don't know, see that or not.
Yeah, so this is Iron Brew. That's a bottle of Iron Brew.
And that's what I sent over to them. Can you make this? So, and it's orange and the blue logo on it.
So anyway, that was very thoughtful. And then right after we did that, Mr. Stone
Appeared.
and it wasn't Sylvester. Oh, that's Stallone. Never mind. Brian, I hope you're doing well. Did you make it to Oklahoma yet?
Ooh.
Yeah, they did do a good job, didn't they, Sherilyn? On the iron. So I haven't seen the pen yet. Can't wait to get it. It might be my next $5,000 pen.
It is. That's what it says on the paper. Yeah, I had gotten the Diet Coke one they had in one of their drops. And like, I have to have that because you'll always see me with a Diet Coke most of the time if I'm not drinking water like I should. So it's always a Diet Coke. So I have to have that. And so other people started asking about other types of soda and drinks that they have. Some did coffee, some did, a Starbucks.
Oh, they can do a Dr. Pepper pen, Raccoon.
Yep, they can do Dr. Pepper, and it's kind of cool.
Make sure it's Diet Dr. Pepper, though.
And so I wrote to Laura over at Bistro Blanks. I said, hey, this is my husband's favorite soda over when he was in the Navy serving in Scotland. And he always had it with the fish and chips, and it's very popular over there in the UK and Scotland.
It's the only soda in one country in the whole world where it outsells Coca-Cola.
Yep. So I sent images.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I know how much Tim loves this. So I Googled it, sent them images, and I asked if they could do it. And she goes, I think we can. And she goes, yes, we can definitely do that. And there you go. So that was my gift.
All right. Sunflower.
Goes, I don't know how you do
yellow.
that. How do you do that?
Yeah, this one we need to round up here. This is a blank by Castaway Creations. Got all the little sunflowers in there and yellow on the ends and this white curly resin shavings. It's pretty cool. Oh, I'm glad you made it back from Oklahoma. That's excellent.
Who went to Oklahoma?
Brian did.
Oh,
Vineyard Farmhouse. Yeah, they have like a homesteaders kind of thing over there. All right, here we go. Hope you had a good time, Ryan, with all these Okies down here. They're a good crowd. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, I didn't make that one for sure. This is made by Castaway Creations. Does beautiful stuff. Turn up a bit. So, Potato says, I have a blank a friend of mine gave me a couple of years ago. No idea what to do with it. How big is the blank? That's the question. Is it big enough for a palm placer? Okay, what are we doing here? We are doing rounded pointy 0.46. Oh, okay. Yeah, you could do an ink pen out of it. You could do a regular diamond painting pen out of it with a baseball bat end. See if that helps you, that kind of thing. What's it look like? Gorgeous blank? I'm sure. If your friend gave it to you. I lost track now, Potato, but I think I'm way past 3,000 pens in the last couple of years. Probably 2.5 years at this point. And I don't remember them at all. Carrie remembers every single one. She'll say, "You remember when you turned that one? It was like this, this, this." I'm like, "No." Now, if she shows me a picture, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I remember that one." But off the top of my brain, no way. I may have to take some personal time this week off of work. See if I can't catch up a tiny bit from what I didn't get done this weekend, which is really a bummer. I lost a Saturday night and I lost a really productive Sunday morning. I probably could have got about 10 or 12 pens done in Sunday before noon. And it's sort of funny. I work at home, but I want that completely excused, I'm gone kind of thing. Okay, we're down there 0.46. Got a little bit more to go here. And see, even on these here with the rounded pointy potato, I want to give a nice thing to push against. 0.48. That's Joe range right there. All right, let's check this end out here. Down here, we're at 0.46 on the money. This one here, 0.49. A little bit more to go. White pearly lip with a hint of pink. Nice. Awesome. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we definitely want to preserve all this fun stuff in the middle. And this is, let's figure out where the middle of this one is. I think this is a 4.5 incher. Yeah, 4.5. Let's come in here. 4.5, 2.25 will be our center. And now I want to encompass as much of this clear as I can. But I do have to stay away from the finger area because that's sacred ground right there. So that's 3/4. So we'll come over here to 3/4. All right. This is definitely going to be what's called a single window pane because I'm going to dome this in the middle here so we can enjoy all those sunflowers. And Potato, we're live pretty much, if I don't give a kidney stone, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And you'll see me post those videos I record of doing other people's pens during Saturday, Sunday, that kind of thing. Any customer who has more than 7 pens, or 6 pens, I think now we've gone to, is they go in what's called the franchise bucket. And those are the ones I do on the recordings. And we have some customers with 2 or 3, 6, 7, or 8 blank bags in there. So we have a lot to do. Right now, I'm guessing 220 pens behind. And I do have a day job. And I am a hypnotist, so I got 2 other jobs besides turning pens for Leopard Leatherworks. The other full-time job is being married to Carrie. And remember, you can submit a name change. You could be like Annie Joe Sparkle instead of Potato Joe Sparkle, if that's important to you. I just made that up. Isn't that pretty good? Okay, so I don't want to take too much off that middle because we really want to see all those sunflowers. And again, the other thing, Potato, is the lightweightness of the pen. In fact, that pink one we did, let me pull the bushings out of that because that'll make it heavier. But the pink one we did, let me tell you how much it weighs. Because, you got to support that as well. Let me go to ounces. So that's not fluid ounces. There we go. Pounds and ounces. This pen weighs, wow, that's light. Oh, I switched to, it's 18 grams or 0.7 ounces. So it's like a half an ounce is what this pink pen here, that weighs a half an ounce or about 18 grams. So you definitely want a light pen when you're doing lots of diamond painting. You want a light pen, one that grips your hand nicely or one that you can grip nicely and doesn't take a lot of effort to grip. You could diamond paint for hours. Ask Joe. Joe's hey, Cindy, how you doing? Joe's down there going crazy with all her little light pens there. And she gets them like 4 inches long, 4 1/4 inches long, gets flippers and and when you do that e-painter pen where you drill a hole in the middle, that takes 1 or 2 more grams. That's okay, Cindy. We had the Mrs. Butter D thing earlier. Carrie was on there for the first 45 minutes or so. And then I took over after that. Just going to turn a few pens. Hope you're doing well, Cindy. Cindy, by the way, holds the honor of being our very first YouTube member. You'll see when we have the outro that her name is on there as original member, or what does it say? Original member or first member or something like that. Forgot now, but she was the first one to sign up. Cindy has a massive cover minder collection. She diamond paints about 16 hours a day. She is a beast, and she decorates the wall behind her seasonally. And then we'll drop pictures of it in our Discord and stuff like that. So Besides being a massive diamond painter, she's quite the decorator of all of her with her art. I went to a family barbecue. That's good. That's awesome. All right, that feels good there. Lost that one. Right, Joe? Yeah. And Joe Atwood, been a long-time watcher, purveyor of pens, and she was there when we gave Shay of Crafting with Shay the custom pen that was her 6,700 member celebration pen. And that's, is that a couple of years ago? Last year, Joe? I can't remember. I lose track. But we all gorged out at the Cheesecake Factory and did some filming there and had some fun. But Joe's a good friend of Crafting with Shay. And then we've had lunch with Joe a couple other times, I think it is. Every time I got a client in Dallas to go see, I drag Carrie with me, and her and Joe will meet up and sit around and guffaw and laugh and gossip and all that fun stuff. And you're not really late, Sydney. You're fashionably late, right? You got here just at the right time. Barbecue ribs and something, probably chicken and all the fixings. Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds good. Chicken with all the fixings. Heck yeah. I did spatchcock a chicken today. Threw it on the grill. We used some of that barbecue sauce that my friend Audrey from Bentonville recommended. It was pretty good. It tastes a little bit like Sweet Baby Ray's, though. Yeah. Exchange news. You got it, Joe. You got it, sister. Now, these flowers and things on the inside of here are polymer clay that has been created, fashioned, and then baked to where it's very, very hard. And you can smell it when you're turning. It smells a little bit different than the typical resin. All right, let's check this baby out. Heck yeah, look at that. Gorgeous.
Thunder win by 9.
Thunder winning by 9? That's awesome.
I think they intentionally lost.
Yeah, it was a while ago, Joe, I'll tell you. It was a while ago. There's another 4-incher baseball bat, .46, artist choice in the middle. That means I get to choose because they call me the artist. All right, let's fire this up to mega speed, make it round. Beautiful. Fur the tame exchanged in, yeah, a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah, it's been a while. I thought it was springtime last year. Maybe I'm wrong. Carrie would know exactly when that happened. I can't keep it straight. All right, now this one here is going to be also baseball bat. So it's going to be a little bit like that pink one with something else in the middle. And when you shorten the pens up to 4 inches, not a whole lot of room left in the middle. Might do a mustache or something like that. Oh, Raccoon Eyes has to cover mine. Oh, Cindy got 6 more. Very nice. Very nice. Have you made it? Are you at 500 yet, Cindy? I don't think so. I think you're a little off. I know you're heading to 500. And then Raccoon Eyes has got them too. Lovely. All right, let's see what we're down to. 0.46, right on the money. Love it. Oh, scared the heck out of me. Oh, dang it. One likes to grab. Beautiful. So smooth. Yeah, 300. I knew you were getting up there, Cindy. There may be a point where you lose track. You might have 500 and don't even know it. We've got to turn the fan on and get hot. All right. We'll do a mustache on this one. You bet, Larry. Charge away, buddy. 2 inches long, 4 inches long. There's the middle. Doesn't this look like two drumsticks meeting in the middle? Every time I do that, I want to stop right there and I call it the drumstick. One day I'll have the courage to do just that. Hey, you know what, Joe? I was watching the CNBC show on YouTube, and it was about those 3D printed housings there in just north of Austin, Georgetown, I think it was. And you know who was on it? Miss Holly Feekings. She was the person they were interviewing. I'm like, hey, I know Holly. And that is Shay's mother-in-law. Got a riot. All right, that's a cute one there. Yeah, way. I'll send you a link, or have Carrie send you a link. Because when they were starting the show, I told Carrie, you know, Shay's mom lives in one of these 3D printed homes down there in Texas. And her name, you know, her name was Holly. I didn't mention that to Carrie because Carrie knew her. And then boom, up there she is. We talk with Miss Holly Feekings here. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I don't know how old that was, but that was cute. I'm like, oh, I know her. I know somebody on TV. Yes, it is a small world. And you can tell why this one's called Mustache because it looks like a mustache. I'm going to have to invent that drumstick thing here one day. And you know what's funny is that CNBC special said it was put up 8 days ago, and I'm thinking, wow, I know I'd seen something on those 3D printed homes, but they didn't have as many printed. Could you imagine that 3D printing a home? You got this giant machine they set up on site, and they 3D print with cement. Looks like toothpaste coming out of a giant tube, gray toothpaste. But they print this house. It's amazing. Sadly, doesn't save much money when you're building. It's about the same as everything else, but the utilities are really low because it's so well insulated. And there it is. There's a little bit of color changing prismatic in that pink. Looks like a strawberry swirl and vanilla ice cream at Dairy Queen, doesn't it? Cindy, I'm not looking forward to counting them. Yeah, that's a bunch. That is a bunch. Okay, to give you an example how light this pen is, it's probably a little bit like the other one, maybe a gram lighter. Let me see, put that up on there, and it is, yeah, 0.6. Let me switch it over to the grams. 18 or 17 grams. That's a super light pen. One super light pen. You could hold that all day long and you wouldn't even know it was in your hand. All right. Okay. I am beat and worn out. I got to get some good night's sleep tonight. LOL. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, me too. Me too. Looks like a mustache. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for turning into Be a Little Artsy with Mrs. Butter D's Carrie's Week 8 and watching us turn a couple of pens. We appreciate you being here. Potato Sparkle, bring all your friends back. It's a lot of fun. You can ask every question in the world. There's no dumb question. Even if I've answered it 1,000 times, doesn't matter. It's a new question to use. So we'll tell you all about what you might want to get in your pen. And there are lots of fun options. Anyway, everybody, let's see. I wonder how it would stand up to bad weather. Really well, actually. It's concrete. It literally is concrete. Big high winds. I mean, it exceeds all of the wind. It doesn't burn, right? So if they got a fire in there, it would go out until it had something else to consume. But yeah, it's really good in the cold weather, really good in the hot weather. Now you do have a regular metal roof that's insulated on the top, and that's not perfect, but you know, it is what it is. So you got to turn on some air on there, but it stands up to bad weather fabulously because it's concrete, literally concrete. I'll send you the the link to that CNBC. Oh, let me go see if it's in my. It should be in my history. We just watched it yesterday.
Yep, we did.
Carrie's like, "Yep, we did." Let me go in here. Let's go to history, and let's go to. Let's see. That would have been yesterday. Do. Yesterday, when weather seems so far away. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Let's see. Well, I'm getting close. Survive the suburbs. What's it like to live in a 3D printed home? Share. Copy. Yeah, it says 12 days ago. I think it was an update from previously. Here is the link to that show. Yeah, Joe. Gotta be careful, Joe. Test them first, right? Anyway, you guys have a wonderful evening. Fabulous to be here. Come back often. We'll see you soon. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Bye-bye.